Back here with another video and continuing, I guess what now is becoming a series of videos tackling the issue of depression. And this one, also back with helpguide.org, are the three most commonly overlooked signs of depression in men. And then the next part of this video is going to be how to know if you're depressed. So the the most common signs are: number one, physical pain. Sometimes depression in men shows up as physical symptoms such as a backache, frequent headaches, sleep problems, sexual dysfunction, digestive orders that don't respond to normal treatment. So remember, go get treated if you're feeling some of these issues that maybe don't make sense or don't seem to fit what a normal pattern is. Don't hesitate to go to the doctor. Sometimes we really don't want to go to the doctor. It just makes us uncomfortable. But really, it's something that I had to get over, is that when you feel something, go to the doctor. Hopefully you got good insurance. If you got insurance, all the more reason why you should go to see the doctor. Number two is anger. This could range from irritability to sensitivity to criticism, or a loss of your sense of humor, or it could go to some people experience significant road rage issues. And I think anybody who goes out and drives, especially if you're driving in areas where there's a high density of traffic, you're probably a lot more likely to see somebody suffering from or experiencing an episode of road rage that can be very destructive, dangerous, and in some cases even deadly. Number three is reckless behavior. And we talked about this in the last video, that people will sometimes engage in different types of reckless behavior. Maybe it's a dangerous sport, maybe it's drug use or alcohol abuse, or reckless sexual behavior that could lead to many different types of issues. We talked about alcohol consumption, excessive alcohol consumption. Those are also things that can lead to signs that maybe you are suffering from depression as a man. And we talked a little about this earlier, but how to know if you're depressed. And there are 8 signs listed here on the helpguide.org site. Number one, you feel hopeless and helpless. Number two, you're lost interest in your friends, activities, and or things that you used to enjoy. Significantly enjoy, and all of a sudden, you're just kind of pulling away from those things that brought you pleasure at one point. And it could be a sign that, hey, if you're a friend of a person that you see going through something like that, then maybe you approach them to see if there's a way that you can reach out to help, or maybe a mutual person that could be that one that could reach out, that could make all the difference in the world. Number three, you're more irritable, short-tempered, and aggressive. We talked about that a little bit earlier. Number four, you're consuming more alcohol, engaging in reckless behavior, self-medicating. Again, we talked about that before. Restlessness, agitation. Those are things that can maybe be a little bit more obvious in some cases with some people, and maybe not quite so obvious in other people. You might have to look at it a little bit more closely, scrutinize it closely, just to make sure that there is something that's developing there that is worthy of attention. Your sleep and appetite change. We talked about in the other video, we talked about how those can change. Maybe you're a person that goes to bed relatively early, 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then all of a sudden you're up till 3:30, 4 in the morning, and then you're maybe getting a little bit of sleep, and then boom, you're up and at it at 7, 7:30. Got to be to work by 8, got to be to work by 9, and so you're getting less and less sleep, and it can sometimes take a toll on you. So keep that in mind. And then number 8, you can't control your negative thoughts, and sometimes those negative thoughts can really consume you. So make sure that if you see these signs in your friends, reach out, and that's why you're a friend. And so show that friend that you are a friend, and you're willing to step in to try to be helpful if you can. And ultimately, it may be that the person has to help themselves, but sometimes that spark that you can light by being there, being helpful, reaching out, it might be what that person needs to help turn a difficult situation into a situation that maybe is more positive.